Hello once again, my name is Cipyaar, aka the People's Gamer, and today it's time for a recap on the second day of E3 2012. So, like in the previous episode, we have lots of nice announcements to show you guys at home. And the first one is very cool indeed. This is a new Star Wars game called Star Wars 13, and this game looks fucking insane. I really hope this game looks good. The graphics are superb. They're like next gen stuff, the best graphics I've ever seen, and the cutscenes look amazing. It looks like Uncharted cutscenes but better, and the in-game graphics look really good as well. We'll have a few kind of trailer snippets to show you as the video progresses. So it's made by LucasArts, and as you can probably guess, the graphics are out of this world. They look really nice. The trailer and the pitch shown, as I talked about it, are on a modern PC, and they've said it's not PC gaming as we know it. Oh no. So imagine a high-end gaming PC shagged a Blu-ray player and then had a child that was like some Blu-ray PC mix-up type thing, and then all three of them sniffed crack up their arseholes and took steroids in the nipple holes. Only then would you truly be able to witness the awesomeness that is Star Wars 13's graphics. The game's developed alongside Nvidia, who are a graphics card company for those of you who don't have PCs, and it's powered by Unreal, which is a kind of game engine. 13 ignores all the constraints of console gaming, and it kind of builds on top of what is already amazing about PC gaming in 2012, and allows never before seen physics, lighting and animation just on the screen to show you guys just because they can do it. 13 is the first LucasArts title to unite many of the LucasArts companies, that is Lucasfilm Animation, Skywalker Sound and Industrial Light and Magic. So they're all really nice companies, and for them to all work together is really rare, and it's going to be good. Between them, they're all throwing in all kinds of production power normally reserved for Hollywood. It's in a video game. ILM's motion capture equipment, most recently used to animate the Hulk in Marvel Avengers, so that'll look really good for graphics, is going to be used in the game, and it's going to capture every inch of the actors' bodies to make every performance utterly convincing. Uncharted's cutscenes are animated in the same way, but 13, as I said, kind of goes beyond anything that's possible on the PS3, and I'm not sure if it's available on consoles. If it is, it'll be on next-gen consoles for sure, but I think it'll be on PC. This is PC it's shown on, so I'm guessing it is. They're the most human humans ever rendered in a video game. Full stop. And I really feel these kind of graphics could revolutionise gaming, and it actually looks next gen, even though it is 2012 now. The graphics look like something from the future. I hope it has a nice story to go with the graphics, and I hope it's just not like a 12-hour tech demo. I'm trying to think of a game like that. I mean, Crisis 2 was more graphical than story driven. I mean, other games you'll probably think of myself, but there's loads of games that are kind of based on graphics, and because they're so good graphics, they rely on the graphics and they just like forget the story. Many games in these days rely on the explosions and the kind of look of the game and forget about the story. I personally play the game for the story, so the story's a big part for me, and the story does look quite interesting, as you don't play as a Jedi, but you play as a bounty hunter. Now, being the Star Wars nerd I am, I actually noticed something. CT-13 is the name given by Boba Fett to a clone trooper in order to hide his true identity. Now, whether this is intentional and they called it Star Wars 13 because of this, I'm not sure, because maybe we play as a young Boba Fett and we learn more about his backstory / early years, e.g. why he became a bounty hunter, stuff about his family. The game's set on Coruscant, and you're taking a prisoner 13 levels beneath the surface, so that could be another reason why it's called Star Wars 13. The only other game that I can think of that wasn't about Jedis in the Star Wars universe but was good was Star Wars Republic Commando. Maybe some of you will disagree with that, maybe there's other games you liked, but personally I enjoyed Republic Commander the most. and it was the one Star Wars game that wasn't about Jedi that got me the most excited. And I really hope this game is good. It hasn't got a release date as of yet. If I do find one before I upload this, I will put it via notification, and I'll put it in the description for you guys out there. So keep your eyes peeled for this. I really, really do hope it's good, as I said. So let's move on to the second game. Right, so here is Warface. Warface is a online video game developed by Crytek, and it's free to play. It's a multiplayer military shooter in the near future setting. The game is exclusive to the PC and is powered by CryEngine 3, being developed by Crytek and co-produced by Crytek CO, I think that's how you say it, and Crytek Frankfurt. It was originally aimed for release in mainland China in August 2011, and Crytek announced that the game would be hitting the Western markets in 2012. It's announced that in February 2012 that Netson will be publishing the game in South Korea and Taiwan, so that's good too. And speaking of Crytek, we have another game. This is their flagship game, Crysis. Here is a trailer on Crysis 3. You'll see a little kind of bow and arrow here. I'm not sure why they're using that. If it's in the fucking future, I might as well just shoot the cunts, but hey ho, whatever floats their boat. And I think it has an emphasis, can't say that, emphasis on freedom, and it's got a few different routes you can take through the area. Although in this trailer there's more emphasis on the new bow and the archery part than the suit powers. There's loads of environmental damage available at your disposal. If blowing up a dam is how they have their first trailer, hopefully they'll have more stuff like crumbling buildings and stuff like that. They've kind of took the saying concrete jungle and took it to the extreme. A literal concrete jungle. It's a bit cheesy, but I don't know. It looks quite good. As with Star Wars 13, I hope this doesn't have a really big emphasis on graphics. Crysis 1 was good, Crysis 2 not so good. Hopefully their third game will be good. I do, however, think you have to pay for the bow with £9 in real money or something, which is a bit of a sneaky move. Lots of people will want the bow, so that's something to keep in mind. It is made by EA, however, so you'd expect that from them. You don't know what character you play as. Maybe it's Prophet, maybe it's the other chap, but the graphics look pretty cool. Not as good as I thought they'd be, however. I don't know how well this is going to be on PC, how good the graphics are, because it will be on console as well, so you'll have to keep the graphics console available as well as PC available. Whereas on Crysis 1, it was for PC only, and they could kind of run with the PC's power, so to speak. Can't do that anymore. They're kind of stuck with the console's crapness. And that is Crysis. We also have some new DLC on Lord of the Rings Online, Riders of Rohan. This is out September the 5th for those 3 people who care about this shite game. This abortion wrong, this... Oh, it's fucking terrible. I don't know why I'm showing this, it's crap. Nobody likes this game. It's god-awful. It's boring, and it's... Oh well. Rise of Rohan, there's going to be a trailer with gameplay in the background, but the graphics are terrible, so I don't know why you won't play that. Gandalf doesn't even get off his fucking horse to fight stuff. It's made by Warner Brothers Games and Turbine, and you can go to the Rohan region and have a little look around there. Apparently there's an epic story, but I don't see any epic story. You have mounted combat, where you can shoot arrows from a horse. Big whoop. I didn't know the stuff. I really wanted that in the game. That's the one thing that makes the game really bad, isn't it? The mounted combat. No, the game's shit because the game's shit. I mean, look at the cinematic trailer when it comes on, right? The guys have Australian accents. No, people who are native to Rohan do not have Australian accents. You stupid fucking games company. And it's okay. I mean, the narrator has a quite alright voice. He's okay, but the rest of the guys are terrible. A way to get in with the games company here, but they're really bad. And that's what I have to say about that game. I'm gonna get annoyed if I speak anything else about it. Shabby. You are a shabby games company and you should be ashamed of yourself. Alright, some better news after that terrible game, Lord of the Rings Online. We have Planetside 2, a new trailer has been released for this amazing game. For those of you who aren't sure what Planetside 2 is, Planetside 2 is an upcoming video game published by Sony Online Entertainment. The game is a sequel to Planetside, originally released in 2003. The game was officially announced in July 7th, 2011 at the Sony Fan Fair. As the first Planetside, Planetside 2 chronicles the efforts of three factions as they fight for territorial control of the planet. Planetside 2 is a sci-fi MMO FPS that's set approximately 300 years after the discovery of Borealis. The actual chronological however states that a few years before and after Earth has nearly became a ruin after being torn apart by what we assume was all-out warfare. Natural resources such as coal and oil and hookers. The world's governments came to consensus and united under one banner of the worldwide Terran Republic, or TR for short. Sometime later, a wormhole, one which scientists failed to explain, appears and later disappears without a trace, and is missing of the Terran Republic from believes that the wormhole is a slightly system extraterrestrial life, and the launch of several space expeditions led by him. There's also some screens for Dishounoured, a game made by Bethesda, the same guys behind Fallout and the Elder Scrolls. Dishonored is an upcoming first-person neo-Victorian steampunk stealth action video game, developed by Arcane Studios and Bethesda. It's scheduled for October 2012 release, and new players Corvo and Tano, once a legendary bodyguard for the Empress, who seeks vengeance against Lord Regent, who framed him for the assassination of the Empress. The Empress died in Corvo's arms, and thus he was held accountable. It looks really, really nice. It has some kind of climbing elements, and it has some stealth elements. It's the first ever Arcane Studios game to be published, so hopefully it's a good first game for them. And it refers to him as the outsider, and you can access swords, daggers, and guns, including powerful but slow pistols and muskets. So that's a good place to end the episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, remember to show your love, and I'll see you next time in day 3 of my E3 recap.